Okay, so I've added some bottled water, a little salt and pepper to this. You want it to be kind of a nice, not too thick of a sauce for a seafood dish. Nice and watery if you can. So lots of flavor. I peeled the shrimps, they're all ready to go. So these are the shrimps we cooked before. The sauce has been simmering for a little while. The pasta's been going for a few minutes. We're using a nice tagliatelle pasta. It's a thin, kind of flat pasta. It's Italian. Okay, so everything, the sauce is completely cooked. So the last ingredients, they don't really need to be cooked. It's kind of important that everything's fresh. So we have the shrimp, lemon, fresh basil, fresh parsley, and some nice vine cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to start, I have some capers here as well. So I'm just going to use a fork. We don't want all that juice out of there. We don't want too many of these. It's kind of a strong flavor. The camera girl just asked me for a caper. Okay, so that's in. I did squeeze some lemon juice over the shrimps. We're just going to add a touch more to the sauce. If there's lots of seeds in the lemon, just use a strainer. Now we can add parsley. Always add ingredients by hand, don't just dump stuff in, so you have more control. Yeah, I don't need all of it, so that's good. Some basil. You don't need to be too stingy with the basil. The camera girl's trying to eat some parsley. Yeah, that's plenty of basil. Some beautiful cherry tomatoes. You want to make sure they're nice and ripe, or else they're going to be a little sour. That's going to cool our pan right down with all that. Now just some butter. Really lightens up the dish at the end. In French it's called a monté au beurre. It's the culinary term for adding butter at the end of your sauce. Okay, now our shrimp. So the shrimp is already cooked. You do not want to overcook the shrimp. That's why I pre-cook it with the shells on to get the flavor from the shells on high heat so it cooks fast. And then I stop cooking it. Otherwise it gets a little stringy. It's not as good. Notice I don't add Parmesan to this dish. The shrimp or seafood, you don't really need any kind of cheese in it. That's just what it is. So my tagliatelle is done. You want to cook your pasta al dente. At this point you want to put it on super low heat or off. Just let the pasta absorb the sauce and just kind of come together. You can see the sauce isn't too thick. You might feel like it's too thin, but it's not. That's what you want. And that's it. You got a beautiful shrimp pasta.